I'm a combat veteran, so 2 tours overseas, and I came back and just really couldn't relate to everything, to my surroundings.
Well, I have a very addictive personality. Drugs, adrenaline, sex, money, work. It doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, I went into the service, I was very young. And I had a lot of unwanted memories that came back with me. And I actually went from one war to another war.
I served in Iraq 2009 to 2010. We were combat logistical patrols, and I was a scout. We saw things, we did things, whatnot. Just ordinary survival over there. But coming back into society and all that stuff, I've had reintegration issues, trust issues, paranoia, the nightmares of things that have happened and whatnot.
I've always kept people at arm's length away as far as my emotions go. I've always built walls. And, I wasn't ready to start tearing those walls down.
And I really never said anything about my PTSD or anything, but I always knew that there was something wrong with me. And it's been a very, very heavy struggle with me because I've lived with it for 40 years.
My anxiety for the first time in a long time is gone right now, completely gone. And the connection with the horses, it's hard to learn how to trust anyone outside of your squad coming back, and it's really helped me to realize that there is trust out there.
And actually coming out here, it made me learn a lot about building relationships, with people and with the horses. It taught me a lot about how I interact with other people and, how I carry myself. Not always in a good way. I use fear, intimidation, sometimes to get others to do what I want them to do. And, you taught me here that, that's not necessary, that there's other ways to do it, to lead by example with confidence.
Being here at Ironstone Farms, I've been able to, in just 2 days, I've been able to connect and be totally grounded, more than I've been grounded in a long time.
Since last weekend, like I said, I had an epiphany and all that stuff, that it is okay to trust. And laying on the back of that horse, it's just everything just all of a sudden opened up. I mean, it was such an amazing experience. There is no such words that I can actually explain what happened that day. I can't explain it. I mean, it was just like a light switch turned on. And it was such a wonderful feeling being on such a powerful animal. And both of us having mutual respect for one another, both of us trusting each other. that broke a barrier with me in just 5 minutes. That's taken me 3 years to try to understand is, it's okay to trust again. I'm no longer in Iraq.
The way that I relate to people, and I kind of found that through the horse. An animal that big doesn't have to do anything that you want it to. If it doesn't want to do it, it's not going to. So you have to figure out different little skills to make it comfortable with you, and you have to do that in life also.
Of course, when we first hosted the horse last week, and then we were supposed to get the horse to try to follow us. We were leading the horse, and the horse was stubborn. He didn't want to go, but I tried to use my fear and intimidation. I tried to force him to come, and you can't really force a 1,000-pound animal to do what you want, But then I would show them the right way to do it, to, just to lead the horse, show him the right way, and he came willingly and followed me.
The spiritual connection of them alone is anything that I would love to encourage other veterans to do. It's just absolutely amazing. The horse, right as soon as you get around him and you break that barrier of trust and anxiety in one another, it's right as soon as you get through that and the horse starts to trust you and you start to trust him, the horse can feel the pain that's going on inside of you. And I was training with Kessler, and once we started getting close and we started working together and all that stuff, he would always put his head on my shoulder and always put his head on my chest and all that stuff, and it was kind of like telling me, and he's like, I feel your pain. And it was just kind of like an unspoken way. He was saying, let me carry it for you. And the same thing with Gus. And that's what I guess what broke the barrier and all the defenses that I have put up. See, these horses were just like, let me carry this burden for you, just for today, if anything.
The feeling of that alone feeling that we have can go away.
I would definitely love to see this program get more evolved within the veteran community. It's helped me a lot with my confidence level, my self-esteem, how I lead and I talk and carry myself with others. This has been a really great experience, and I hope to see it in the future.
It's probably the best medicine for PTSD that I've seen. And I only had to come here for 2 days, and I've sat through hours and hours of psychologists, of psychiatrists, taken multitudes of pills because to stop flashbacks, depression, anxiety, mood disorders, and I walk away from here feeling totally like I feel gifted, to just to be around these animals. It was pretty spiritual.
It was just amazing, absolutely amazing experience. If you're having trouble in any aspects of your life, this can help you with it. It doesn't matter if it's post-traumatic stress, anxiety, depression, whatever it is, come here for a day and give it a shot, and you will come back.
I met with my therapist and all that stuff this past week, and she was like, these past few weeks and all that stuff were all for nothing because what I've been trying to do to you, a horse did my job. These 2 days made up for 3 years of my life.